Hello Rock You, hello Under the Knife. It's time for a little tutorial on Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Very simple song. We're going to do this quickly. You need the following chords with a capo. You're going to need an E minor, a G, or you can make a G like this, doesn't matter, a D, and if you take your middle finger off the top E string, you just make it a D power chord. Pretty much the same thing. And an A, which you can play with 3 fingers, or you can play with 1 finger, pinky or ring finger, which is a good thing to learn how to do. You're also going to need a C, and you're going to need a B. A couple ways to play a B. You can play that B seventh that I know some of you know, or you can play a B power chord, and that is pretty much it for the chords you're going to need as far as I know. The song has 2 guitar parts, but we can easily put 3 guitars on it by changing the tone of the guitars. The chorus of the intro and the verse are pretty simple. It's E minor, G, D, A. Just a quick note, that intro with the cool choppy thing, we have a little pedal called the tremolo pedal. It's really cool. That's going to be awesome. So the intro chords are the same as the verse. E minor, G, D, and A with a capo on the first fret, which actually means you're playing F minor, G sharp, E, and B flat. A little something. I'm going to take a little break to talk to you about another way you can play this, which I recommend you think about trying, using power chords. The wonderful thing about power chords is you don't need a capo ever once you play power chords, because think about a power chord. Here's an E power chord, pretty much the same as an E minor. Here's an F power chord, F sharp, G, G sharp, and you keep going all the way up. And you're on a D when your pinky reaches the 12th fret. Now, if you do that on the A string, here you're dealing with, it's kind of hard, an A power chord would be like this. B flat, B, C sharp, D, E sharp, E, and it goes all the way up to G. So you have from E all the way through to D, and then, so you've passed through G, and then you get up to G again. You have plenty of power chords just using the first 12 frets. You don't even have to go any higher than that. Any chord you want to make, you can make using a simple power chord on either the E string or the A string. So when you have the capo on the first fret, you're playing E minor, you're actually playing F minor. You're playing G major, you're actually playing G sharp major. You're playing D major, you're actually playing D sharp major. And A major, you're actually playing B flat major. With power chords, you just play those chords. You don't worry about the capo, and you don't worry about majors and minors. So instead of playing E minor with a capo, you play F power chord, you play G sharp power chord, you play D sharp power chord or E flat power chord, and you play a B flat power chord. So it sounds like this. So the advantage of playing power chords, not only do you not have to worry about a capo anymore, and not only do they sound really good, they're super easy. You just have to remember which notes go with which frets and move your shape anywhere along those top 2 strings to make that chord. It also means if you want to change the key, you don't have to learn a whole new fingering. The chorus has 1 new chord, the C. Let's put the capo back on for those of you who are learning it with the capo. So it's C, G, D, Okay, the last part for the rhythm guitar is the outro, which I'll put the capo back on. You can figure it out without the capo from the notes we've already done, but it just goes like this. I think I understand this. So it's E minor, C, D, A, G, and then there's a sort of a funny chord, but you could play it like this, A to A flat. So this would be... A, G, and do your power chords, A to A flat. Okay? So if you're playing it without the capo, it's F power chord, C sharp power chord, D sharp power chord, B flat power chord, G sharp power chord. I don't think that sounded quite right. I'm not sure which was right, but for the lead part, you are going to use you're going to use only 4 frets on the high E string. That's all it is. 6 notes, and you're only going to pluck or pick the string 3 times to get those 6 notes. You're going to start on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and you're going to do what's called a hammer-on. So you're going to leave your finger on the 3rd fret, and after you pick the note, you're going to put down your 4th finger too. So it'll sound like this. Then you're going to move up to the 6th and the 8th frets, and you're going to do the opposite. You're going to do what's called a pull-off. So you pluck the note with both fingers down, and then you take off the 8th fret. Then you do the hammer-on again. So it just goes like this. Christopher, bass part. This is Green Day. This isn't rocket science. It's not Daft Punk. You got a very simple bass part. You're just playing the root notes and root tones and quarter notes. So it's just, what are the notes again? I forgot the next note. Sorry. I missed one. So F, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp for the verse, and for the chorus, C. No, that's not right because I forgot the capo. C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. Just, you know what? Have fun with this one because you can learn it in about 5 minutes or less. Just play the root notes, play the quarter notes, see if you can figure out a run. So, for example, well, that didn't work out too well, but a little chromatic run like, and then slide up. Where's the next note again? G sharp. See what you can do with it. Honestly, it's not going to be very hard for you at all. It'll be pretty easy. Okay, I think that's a wrap, guys. See you next week.